Welcome to this week's Bible Trivia, where we dig into some of the most unbelievable Bible accounts. Viewer discretion is advised. Please drop a comment below and let us know if you knew about these salacious Bible stories. With whose wife did David have an affair? Was it Goliath, Jonathan, Uriah, or Saul? David added to his sin by setting up Uriah to be killed. The sordid account is in 2 Samuel 11. Who was the woman caught in adultery? Do you think it was Mary Magdalene, Martha, an unnamed woman, or Salome? In John 8, we see that the woman is not named. Who was the sister of Moses who was struck with leprosy? Was it Miriam, Deborah, Ruth, or Esther? It was Miriam, because she hated that Moses married an Egyptian woman. Read Numbers 12 for more. Who offered his 2 virgin daughters to the men of Sodom? Was it Noah, Lot, Abraham, or Isaac? It was Lot. The full story is found in Genesis 19. Who seduced her father-in-law by disguising herself as a prostitute? Was it Tamar, Rahab, Ruth, or Bathsheba? According to Genesis 38, it was Tamar. Who slept with his father's concubines in public? Absalom, Solomon, Rehoboam, or was it Jeroboam? It was David's son, Absalom, as stated in 2 Samuel 16. Who enticed a man to sleep with her by offering a goat from her flock? Was it Delilah, Jezebel, Tamar, or Rahab? It was Tamar as told in Genesis 38. Which city did God destroy due to its widespread sexual immorality and wickedness? Was it Sodom and Gomorrah, Gilead, Goshen, or Laodicea? It was Sodom and Gomorrah. This account is in Genesis 19. Who acted nice to a man and then stabbed him in the head and killed him? Was it Jael, Deborah, Ruth, or Esther? It was Jael who drove a tent peg through Sisera's head with a hammer. Read more in Judges 4. Whose wife cheated on him, but God said he should stay with her and love her. Was it Hosea, David, Samson, or Saul? It was Hosea. The story is in Hosea 3. Who had 700 wives and 300 concubines? Was it David, his son Solomon, Samson, or Saul? It was David and Bathsheba's son, Solomon. This is reflected in 1 Kings 11. She despised David after observing him leaping and dancing before the Lord. Was it Bathsheba, Michal, Esther, or Jezebel? It was Saul's daughter, Michal, as seen in 2 Samuel 6. Which man married his sister? Was it Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, or Joseph? Abraham married his sister Sarah. We see this in Genesis 20. Who was turned into a pillar of salt? Lot's wife, Sarah's maid, Pharaoh's daughter, or Job's wife? It was Lot's wife after she disobeyed God. Read more in Genesis 19. Whose daughters raped him and became pregnant? Was it Lot, Noah, Abraham, or Jacob? Lot's daughters wanted to preserve the family lineage. The story is in Genesis 19. Who was tricked into marrying the wrong woman he didn't love? Was it Jacob, Isaac, Abraham, or Joseph? It was the trickster, Jacob. The story is in Genesis 29. Which woman hid spies on her roof? Was it Rahab, Deborah, Ruth, or Esther? It was Rahab, as reflected in Joshua 2. Who mistakenly thought his wife committed adultery and contemplated divorcing her? Was it David, Solomon, Samson, or Joseph? It was Joseph when Mary became pregnant. Read more in Matthew 1. Who seduced a king with her dance? Was it Salome, Jezebel, Delilah, or Bathsheba? It was Salome, as seen in Mark 6. This led to John being beheaded. Who had an affair with his stepmother? Was it Reuben, Simeon, Levi, or Judah? It was Reuben, and all Israel heard about it. This story is in Genesis 35. Who falsely accused a Hebrew slave of attempted rape? Was it Potiphar's wife, Pharaoh's daughter, Sarah, or Rebekah? It was Potiphar's wife when Joseph lived in their palace. The account is in Genesis 39. Who was seduced by his daughter-in-law? Was it Judah, Joseph, Jacob, or Reuben? According to Genesis 38, it was Judah. Who tricked her husband into giving his blessing to the wrong son? Was it Sarah, Rebekah, Leah, or Rachel? It was Rebekah. We read this in Genesis 27. Who slept with his father's wife? Was it Reuben, Simeon, Levi, or Judah? It was Reuben, as seen in Genesis 35. Final question. Her father-in-law accused her of being a prostitute. Was it Tamar, Rahab, Ruth, or Bathsheba? It was Tamar. The story is in Genesis 38. Thank you for joining us today. Stay tuned for more exciting Bible trivia coming your way next week. If you're already part of our subscriber family, we appreciate your support. If you haven't subscribed yet, we invite you to do so and join our community. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and please consider sharing it with others who might also enjoy it. May God bless you and your family.